Before we start anything else, can we talk about the picturesque view we have here? I mean, how gorgeous is this week? It is October, football season. We are in the middle of it, and Westwood is 4-1, hitting the road, going to Norwood this Friday. Coach Pindel, nice to see you. Nice job. I won't leave you hanging. Nice job last Friday. It was fun to watch the guys play. A lot to talk about before we turn the page to Norwood. But you got to 4-1 behind the big names performing. And I'm going to start defense first.
Wow.
Because we talk about the other guys, but that defense was so solid. And guys who haven't gotten attention yet from us, at least in these segments, Keilen McDonald and Ben Rosa.
Yes.
They seem to just be taking every opportunity given to them and seizing it. Is that a fair assessment?
100%. I mean, Ben had a great game, and we had a lot of high hopes for Ben coming into this year. He showed signs of this last year, and we just had a talented team, and he couldn't quite crack the lineup. But when given the opportunity, he showed last Thursday what he can do, and we were really happy with the ability, his ability to show that in prime time on a Thursday night game. And Keilen's been awesome. I mean, for a sophomore to step up like that, he's become very reliable. He's making plays at key downs. So, we're really excited about both of them.
So we're going to do this a little backwards because you'd think I'd talk about the big name offensive players, but no, I'm going to give credit to the offensive line because those guys who were putting the points on the board, they're not putting points on the board or completing those passes or making those catches without your big boys up front. So that was a crew that had to turn over a lot this year. What have they shown you in these first 5 games? How have they improved?
So the most impressive part is how coachable they are. They've understand the different protections we have, and they're really good at picking up the blitzes, seeing what's happening, and communicating with each other. There's a lot of twists and different stunts that are coming. And every week they just get better and better at communicating with each other and becoming a unified front. And the more cohesive they become, the better we become. And, Jack had plenty of time last Thursday. And when you give us time, good things happen. And if you want to pressure us, you're going to leave a lot of people in tough situations.
Well, we talked about it last week, how it really is a pick your poison offense. And Jack was fantastic again. And the poison this week was Charlie Toole. Right, 3 touchdowns. What a dream for any kid to get in the end zone in one game 3 times. Do you consciously tell Jack, like, hey, go with the hot hand, or is it just a matter of how it plays out in a given game?
It's just a matter of how it plays out. Honestly, like, we're lucky enough to have enough good athletes where it's sort of pick your poison. If you want to take out Thomas Warren, then Charlie's going to have a good night. Drew had a really good night. I mean, I think he had like 7 for 100. I mean, he had a lot of catches and was able to really produce down the stretch. JR had a great game. So, again, it's sort of a pick your poison offense.
Now you turn the page to Norwood. Not too far of a trip. Going to be a lot of people who you're familiar with in both stands.
Oh, yeah.
They're also 1-0 in the TVL Large, which is really all that matters. They answer 2 and 3, but they've played some tough competition as well. 1-0 in the TVL Large. Really high-scoring game last year, but you had to come from behind.
Yep.
So what's your experience against Norwood, and what do you expect this year?
I expect a tough team. They're very physical. They want to get after it. They want to hit you in the mouth on defense, and on offense, they're ground and pound. They got one of the best running backs in our league, and he's going to take it and go downhill on you, and he's going to punish you when you try and tackle him. Their quarterback this year has been really impressive in my opinion, and I feel like he's spreading the ball around. So we got our hands full again this week.
So far, so good. 4-1, 1-0 in the TVL Large. 6 o'clock start? Did I see that right?
6 o'clock start.
All right, so 6 o'clock at Norwood this Friday, and I talked to Morgan last Friday during our game. The Norwood Community Access television station is bringing Morgan into the broadcasting booth. So you're going to have a nice bipartisan broadcast of this game. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of familiar faces. All the best to you. Keep it up. And it's been a fun team to watch, and we hope that continues over the next couple of weeks. That's Inside the Huddle with Brad Pindel.